Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Akman Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, No Accountability, Most Female Gym Attire is Going Off. Okay, once again, no accountability, most female gym attire is going off. Okay, now this is something I've been sitting on for a minute. You can see I have this article from Reddit, and I don't remember, when I got it. Actually, I can go and probably tell you right now. It's been a little bit. It seems to be April 16th, so I've had it for just a little while. All right, just a little while I've had this, and I was like, when I first did it around on the 16th, when I first found it, I just did a lesson about women and going off and stuff like that, and I didn't want it to be back to back to back to back to back. All right, so I was like, all right, I'll space it out. I'll do something else. So I spaced it out. Don't want to do too many lessons in a row on the same subject unless it's like a series. So I waited on it. I had other things, the spirit was on me to do other things, but I saw this today. Of course, short on time once again today. All right, before work and all that stuff. So I figured, why not just get this? It's short, simple, sweet, and to the point, right? And we can go ahead and get it. So this comes from the True Off My Chest Reddit. All right, which if any of you brothers or sisters are unfamiliar with Reddit, all right, True Off My Chest is basically just a place where people can rant, all right, and get things off their chest. There's another one called Unpopular Opinion. They can sometimes be pretty similar, I guess, but this one stuck out. Of course, I got this, I think, on the popular. Okay, I got the popular, and if you're wondering why my Reddit looks so much different than your Reddit, is it because I use a browser, a custom browser for Reddit called Narwhal. And you got to pay like $3 a month to it. It's one of the ones that uses the Reddit IP. What is it? The API. Almost said IP, but the API. Of course, I used to use one called I forgot it, Astro or something like that. But of course, they banned that because they do all this crazy shit because they want money. They weren't making enough money. So now, if there's any of these things that use the API, then they gotta pay money, in which you gotta pay money. Or you could just use the regular Reddit. I hate the regular Reddit. There's ads and all this other crazy shit that I don't like, so I don't use it. I use Narwhal, so you can do custom themes and stuff on it. So thought I'd throw that out there in case someone was wondering. Maybe not, but just in case, that information's out there. So, and it has a lot of different features that you can use. It's just way better than using Reddit. You can get to your save stuff faster. You can save stuff quicker. It's just way better. It's all around better app. So this is it's the title of it is Women's Clothing at the Gym Has Become Softcore Porn. And that's very true. So this is by a randomly generated, this is probably a throwaway account. They just created it to post this, and it's not their main account. It's just their username is Professional Expert 70. It says women's clothing at the gym has basically become softcore porn. I've been going to the gym for 10 plus years, and that past few years, the clothing that women wear is so markedly sexual. Half the women at my gym are basically naked, wearing scrunched tiny shorts and a tiny top. And this is true. I go to the gym on occasion, and these women, wow, really, I can tell you, I have seen women's nipples, some titties, all right, popping through their shirts. I have seen more camel toe than I can ever count. All right, wedged all the way up. All right, butt cheeks. All right, and sometimes, even if they wear those, sometimes they wear these tight bodysuits, and you can still see their titties if it's cold in the gym or if it's cold outside. Their nipples pop out. Slack you for being vulgar. It's true. This is what they're wearing, man. This is what they're wearing, or they wear those really, like he said, those really low cut shirts, and they're the ring of their titties damn near pumping out. If it's not popping out, I've seen it before. I don't know if it's at the gym. I've seen it, but I've seen ladies walking around with tops so low that you can see, they call it the areola, that ring around the titty. It's ridiculous, man. Why would you want to dress out? If I walked out with my rod half hanging out my pants, I would be arrested. But these women can walk around with, you know, camel toe and all their titties popping out, and they'll just be just fine. If you mention anything about it, anything at all, you're the bad guy. Why were you looking? Well, it's kind of hard not to look. If there's a chicken running around with its head cut off, well, why are you looking at the chicken? Because there's a fucking chicken running around with its goddamn head cut off. You're sticking out like a sore thumb, man. All right? And you can't help but look when you see, geez, what the fuck is going on here? You know? So, and you say, oh, it's just men. It's not just men. All right? It's not just men, because my wife has noticed the shit too and be like, what the fuck is that? All right? So, no, and you can't, well, no, it's just what you wear. No, that's not what you wear. Stop making excuses, okay? So, it says, half of women at my gym are basically naked, wearing scrunched tiny shorts and a tiny top. It's exactly what they do. It says, it bothers me because I'm a married man who loves my wife so much, and he goes on to that simp shit. It says, I want to work out without feeling like I have to close my eyes or if I'm looking at live porn. At the end of the day, hey man, Sluggy, at the end of the day, you know, if it's there, and if she ain't got a man, I'll probably be looking, because look, you know, how can you not? How can you not? They want to put on a show, right? It says, and yes, I'm tempted to look. Of course you are. You're a man. It says like most straight men with a basic natural sex drive would be. The clothing seems to invite men to gaze in a sexual manner. That's exactly what it does. That's all it's made for. It says, which essentially is what pornography does. I understand women want to be comfortable in the gym, but the clothing now has literally invites men to engage in sexualized thoughts. It says, I know I'm going to get so many it's a you problem comments, but hey, off my chest. And he did get so many it's a you problem. Here's the thing. If I went outside butt-ass naked, all right, and got upset because people, why were you looking? Why were you looking? Well, people are going to look. All right, in a scenario like that. It's the same reason if an elephant runs down the road, you're going to look. And you're going to be focused on that elephant running down the road. There's other things going on. Yeah, you're right. There are other things going on. But right now, there's this elephant running down the goddamn room, which is quite distracting. Okay? And you essentially are the elephant in the room at that time. All right? How are you going to walk into a building, whether it's a gym or wherever, with your titties popping out, camel toe showing, and your ass showing, and expect people not to look at you like, well, they're going to look at you for two reasons. Either they're gawking at you sexually, or they're looking at you with, what the fuck are you doing? Why the fuck are you dressed like this? All right? And sometimes, for us brothers, it's a mix of the both. It's a mix of the both. Why the fuck are you dressed like that? All right? And we're going to look at you because, hey, you're putting the goods on show, and we're men. We can't help it. Right? Oh, you're just men. Yep, we're men. We can't help it. All right, we're going to look. Stay mad. All right, go cry somewhere. All right, you don't like it, then don't fucking wear the shit then, right? That's what you're wearing it to, and that's the thing. You know, and even my wife mentions this, and she's a lady, right? Being my wife, she's a lady. She mentions that, you know, these women will wear these things that are revealing, and then if anybody points out that's revealing, or if they think that you're possibly looking at them, they'll get mad. Here it is, they want to be looked at, but if they think they're getting looked at, they get mad. Why are you looking at me? Isn't that ridiculous? And that's a woman's perspective, not a man. That's a woman's perspective, all right? And you can say, oh, it's a women's gym club. Nope. I hate to big up my wife and put her in here, but she doesn't dress like that to the gym. She just wears regular sweatpants and a shirt. You can do that, ladies. You can wear a regular pair of sweatpants and a shirt, all right? Or some shorts or whatever, man. Well, that's gonna make me look. Are you there to show off your looks? Or are you there to fucking work out, right? Which one is it, man? Because you choose. And let's go show you some of these outfits to begin with, man. Women gym outfit. All right, let's look at some of these outfits. Okay. And here's a basic one. See how it accentuates, you know, her ass, because that's what they're trying to do. These ones aren't the worst that I've seen. All right, but these are pretty. These are basically. These are basically what we're talking against, is situations like this. Why do you got to show all that stomach? All right? For what? For what reason? Okay? For what reason? And these things accentuate your ass. And sometimes they sometimes, you know, some of them have like blockers in it, because some ladies, I don't know if it's just how high they're pulling it. Some ladies pull them up so high, all you see is fucking camel toes they walk in. All right? And other people have it so high, but you don't see none. I think they're doing a thing where they have blockers, which, hey, that's good. Good if they have blockers or something to prevent camel toe or whatever, but some ladies don't have those. Some ladies don't have whatever the pad or the thing or whatever is in there that stops that. You just see them walking in and they're just eating those shorts alive. It's ridiculous. You know, this situation, this isn't too bad. I mean, the shorts are a little short, but I mean, compared to some things that I've seen, this is not as bad as some things that I've seen. There we go. Bam. They walk in there looking like that. All right. Sometimes even worse. Sometimes even worse, man. You know, and this is the type of outfits that they're walking in with, man. And, you know, and these are the type of outfits I see them, but you see right here in the crotch area, they have them so wedged up, you can see camel toe, because this seam right here splits it down the middle. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, man? And they'll wear shit like that. This situation isn't so bad, but they're wearing those fucking tight-ass yoga pants. Why? Because look how she's posing. Where are they trying to show off? What are they trying to show off? Every picture, it's the ass. It's the ass. They're always showing the ass off. Why? Because they want to show the ass off. This, again, a little bit too much cleavage for my preference, but it's still a better situation than most. There we go. This is the type of shit I see all the time in the gym. This right here. What the fuck is it? You can see the fucking the outline, man. You can see the outline and the shape. It's ridiculous. Okay? And you can see this is what they wear coming in. And a lot of time, for the most part, some of these aren't as even bad as I see on a day-to-day basis. Right? Or not a day-to-day basis, but, when I'm in the gym. And you see, look, what are they showing off? The ass. All right. Ridiculous. See, there you go. Look, see? What do you think they're showing off? You know what they're showing off. You know what they're showing off. All these pictures are a perfect example. All right. What else do we got? See? Gym tight recommendations. All right. See what they're showing off? See, look. Oh, that we already showed that one. What do you think they're wearing these for? That's what they do. They stand there and they take pictures of their ass. All right. That's what they do. See? This is the perfect example. This is how I see, people in the gym. Just working out, quote unquote. This person says, so are fitness models just Instagram models who happen to work out? And this butt cusping pose is, I'm not going to read the rest, but you'll see it. And then they'll stand there and they'll, you can see it, There you go. See? And I mean, we're not going to, and look, I haven't seen anything this bad, personally. I'm not going to full screen it, but I haven't seen anything that bad, personally. And it'll probably give it a couple weeks. All right. Gym rat. And, you see them, man. We're going to look. They sit there and take pictures like that. It's fat asses. They got fat asses. Cool. All right. Some of them got the BBL asses or the gym butt, but whatever. It's an ass. And it's, look at how on display it is, man. All right. And I don't even know how you could filibuster your way out of this one, what you could possibly say. And now we got the pictures, so now we can continue on what these women are going to say. All right? Well, first of all, let's grab a scripture, because this is how women should hold themselves. 1 Timothy, anyone, really, not just women, but men as well. You can't be wearing shorts so short your fucking goddamn boys are hanging out the side. All right, here it is. You're walking down, on the beach, and you got your nutsack swinging in the goddamn breeze because you're wearing some tiny-ass shorts. One, it looks effeminate. Two, what the fuck are you doing, man? Ain't supposed to be, or men that are wearing pants so tight it shows your fucking rod off. And that's wrong, too. You shouldn't be dressing like that either. So it's not just women we're getting on. No man, we don't want to see no men walking in with pants so tight you can see your butt cheeks and your rod hanging out either. We don't want to see that, man. Or those shirts that are so tight, you can see your man nipples and shit. What the fuck? It just looks weird, man. I'm going to say, it looks effeminate. And you know the word I really want to say. It makes you look like one of them people. All right? And most of you are one of them people. 1 Timothy 2:9. In like manner, well, actually, I'm going to read from 8 so you can get the full context. In verse 8, it says, I will therefore that men pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubting. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array. And it doesn't mean if you have your hair braided or gold or anything like that you're going off. It's just saying, it's more about being, sober-minded. It's not about how you look, okay? But it does also talk about being in modest apparel. And modest doesn't mean modest of value. Modest is being modesty. All right, what is modesty? Let's go and look that definition up. What is modesty?
Modesty.
All right, modesty, it says a quality or state of being unassuming or moderate in the estimation of one's ability, or simplicity, plainness. All right, not necessarily plainness, but how to dress modestly. What is modest dressing? Knee-length skirts or dresses, loose-fitting pants, and modest tops that cover the chest and arms. All right, and your whole arm doesn't even have to necessarily be, covered up like that. Even, this, I wouldn't consider this, because everybody has a different limit of modesty. This might be, showing too much arm. I don't think that's necessarily unmodest. This is fine, right? Some people, you're showing, look, a little bit of leg. Look, we're not Amish, okay? We're not Amish over here. All right, now, sometimes, if a woman was very, very beautiful, they would be put in a situation like this, all right, to cover themselves up. As a matter of fact, I think these garments look really good. Now, I'm not saying you have to go around wearing that. There's plenty of modest clothing for women. We've done this before. There's plenty of things that you could look. Look, these things are all fine. They all look fine. Here, look. Even this is she looks to be a so-called black woman. Look, she looks fine. She doesn't look bad. All right, and you see it. Nothing wrong with any of this clothing. All right. It's perfectly fine clothing. That's perfectly fine. And we get it, that, you can't keep all the laws perfectly. So, in this day and age, women aren't technically supposed to be wearing pants, but, again, if you're wearing pants, you're wearing pants at the end of the day. You can't keep all the laws perfectly, but ideally, they're not necessarily a woman thing, but if you see them, they're still, they're better than whatever the hell most of these women are wearing. But the thing is that jeans on women generally are designed to accentuate the ass. So that's something you got to be careful for, because a lot of these things are just meant to show off your body. All right. And the whole part of dressing modest is not trying to, have your shit out in the breeze for everyone to see. All right. It's the same thing. Men shouldn't be dressing all fucking crazy weird like that either, man. Ain't nobody want to see no man's jewels popping out your goddamn shorts. It's just weird and it's effeminate. And I'm going to think you're a effeminate man. One of them people. Okay, so modest apparel. You're supposed to dress in modest apparel. Now, if we go and get it, it'll probably say something along the lines of, plain or something along. But I want to see what it has to say. What it has to say about modest apparel. What does modest mean? Modest means well-arranged, seemly, modest. Okay, of good behavior. All right. Where is the well-arranged, seemly, modest? All right. What is seemly? All right.
Seemly.
Conforming to accepted notions of propriety or good taste, decorous, proper, decent, fitting, suitable, appropriate, dress in appropriate clothing, acceptable clothing. All right, and clothing with your camel toe and fucking titties popping out is not acceptable. That's just ridiculous. It shouldn't even have to be said. And the same goes for women, because women. Same goes for women. Same goes for men, because women are gonna feel attacked. All right, and if you feel attacked, that's because it's because you're doing something wrong. All right, it's because you're doing something wrong. Okay, there's a scripture that comes to mind. I can't remember. About rebuking someone. I can't remember the scripture or how it goes, but it talks about if you feel hurt, it's probably because you're getting cut. All right, by getting rebuked because you're doing wrong. It's not gonna feel good. All right, let's see if I can actually find it real quick. Well, it's not necessarily the one I wanted, but we can get Hebrews 4:12. It says, "For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow, and it is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart." And it's a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. If you're doing something wrong, and this word is going to cut you. All right, it's not gonna be fun, man. You're gonna get cut. Ooh, it hurts. Yeah, well, don't do it again. Right? You learn. All right. We were all doing something that was off. All right. When we came to this truth, we have to change, man. All right. And it just, well, I don't understand why you'd want to dress like that anyway. Because some of these women have men. So I can understand maybe. I'm not saying I understand as in I agree with it, but I'm saying I understand. Maybe they're trying to show off their goods to get a man or something. But most of these women in there probably already have men or boyfriends or something, which if they have a boyfriend and they're having sexual relationships with that man, then that's their husband, right? Or they're just harlots and they're having sex with multiple men. But at the same time, if you're already having some, what are you trying to pull off here, man? What are you trying to pull off here? Now the women are all hurt in the comment board, not on the comment board, but on the Reddit comments. We're gonna grab them. Let me grab a drink. It says, you could literally wear sandals showing your toes or bows in your hair, and some dude will sexualize it. OP needs to get over his porn brain and look away. He's probably one of those dudes that make women feel uncomfortable by staring so hard. Then don't wear the shit. Says, when I go to the gym, I see a woman in a range of different clothes. I see t-shirts, shorts, hoodies, sweatpants, leggings, tank tops, sports bras. Hell, I recently saw a woman in mom jeans and a hoodie using a stationary bike. Some women wear more clothes, some wear less. Most aren't dressed in a way that screams porn in my experience. Why do I keep seeing posts that talk about every woman in the gym is a straight out of a man's most horny and porn-sick sexual fantasy? What gym are you going to? Have you been to a gym? Because most of them dress like that. And have I seen women wearing hoodies? Yes. Have I seen women wearing shorts? Yes. Have I seen women wearing sweatpants? Yes. But what do I see more of? What do I see more of on a gym-to-gym basis? Not instead of day-to-day basis. A gym-to-gym basis when I go to the gym. What do I see? Women dressing like whores. Okay? Women dressing like whores. If you go and look up women gym, let's go see it. Women gym. And just look. I look up women gym, and one of the first fucking pictures that comes up. There you go. There you go. And that's because that's what they're doing, man. They're dressing like whores. Because they want to dress like whores. Why? Because they're whores. They dress like this, all right, with all their shit out, wearing, basically sports bra with their fucking... And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where they are. That's how they want to dress. That's just how they want to dress. Okay? And sometimes, do they wear more modest clothes? Yes. But I'm struggling to find one here. All the clothes. Well, these are full. Yeah, they're full. But you got to realize that even if these pants are full, these pants are designed around accentuating the ass. So they're still not modest. All right. Even though no skin is showing by wearing these pants, it's not like sweatpants. Okay. These are not like sweatpants. These are gym pants. They are designed to accentuate the ass. Okay. Thus making them not modest apparel. Okay. Not modest apparel at all. This, it's not the worst. Again, the pants are a little, tight. All right. And I bet there's something going on that we don't even need to see nor care about going on in the back. But hers, not as bad as what I've seen from most. All right. Not as bad as I've seen from most. And, the thing is that if you look at sweatpants, most time, see how they're baggy, all right? They're baggy and they don't accentuate as much. Now, sometimes if you got a big old fat booty, you can't help it. Sometimes it's just gonna pop through regardless. All right, you can't help that you got a big old fat ass, right? So it'll pop through sometimes, but in general, these are baggy and they're not gonna be showing off stuff. And the other thing is, since when did you want to wear tight clothing in a gym? When was I thought that it was always better to wear loose clothing. All right, so your muscles aren't restricted. Now all of a sudden it's tight clothing. That doesn't make any sense to me. But okay, all right, whatever you say. It says, as a woman, I can't go to the gym either. All these slutty men without a shirt on, their nipples basically create a waterfall between my legs. They should really learn to cover up. Shameful. And they're mocking the men. Well, guess what? The men in gyms, they're not generally as bad. All right. Now you have some of those muscle meatheads that wear that shit, but the gyms that I go to, the gym that I go to, I should say, is I've been to multiple, but the one I go to now, all right, the other one that I've been to, all right, I didn't have a membership there. I was just going with someone. That was like one of those bodybuilder gyms. I've seen that before. All right, but the one that I go to now, it's not really like that all too much. I mean, you got people that still do it, but most of the time it's just men wearing a shirt and some like track pants. 99% of the time, like shirt, track pants, or some shorts or something. And sometimes the shorts are a little too short, but they're just wearing a shirt, So it's the women that are a problem. But again, no accountability. What is accountability? These women have no accountability. They're over here not trying to address the problem, but trying to blame men. Oh no, it's men. The men. What is it? Accountability. The fact or condition of being accountable. Responsibility. All right, responsibility. All right. You know, being responsible. You're at fault. You're the blame. You're the liability. The state or fault of being held accountable or to blame for something. You have no accountability. You know, you don't have any accountability. You know, it says those tank tops with large armholes. So upon first glance, they look clothed, but then you get thrown a little peek at their pecs from the side when their arms go up. Who? Yeah, that's what they say. It says, unironically though, the guys should put a shirt on. It's one thing to wear tight or short clothes. It's another to not be wearing a shirt on shared equipment. And that's true. See, they have it. Unironically though, they should have a shirt. They should have a shirt on too. They're not. So, oh, they're doing it too. Okay. That's like if someone fucking shot someone in the face and you stab someone. What? He shot him. Yeah, you're both in the wrong. You're both in the wrong. So you're gonna use someone else that's in the wrong to prove that you're not in the wrong? You're both in the wrong. All right, big old muscled Jim over there with fucking his man titties hanging out. Yeah, he needs to put a goddamn shirt on too, because he's effectively naked as well. Okay, and you're not supposed to be doing that, man. You're not supposed to be, other people seeing your nakedness. Not having a shirt on is being naked. You shouldn't be doing that around other people. Here in America, it's if you don't have that on, as a man, it's fine. No, it's not. Biblically, no, you're naked. Put a goddamn shirt on, man. All right, put a fucking shirt on. You're still naked. You're not wearing clothes. All right. It says, I am a lady, and of course I hate men that sexualize women just because they're clothes. I like women too, and I can half agree with that. So this lady's a Mo. It says, because women are beautiful and sometimes their clothes are so tiny you can see things you shouldn't see, but I think that if you're angry or mad, it's because you're actively looking at them, not just randomly working out and they just pop up in your face. No, you do realize you have to walk from one piece of equipment to the other equipment, right? And you'll see some lady doing fucking some crazy workout with her ass popped out in your face, or she'll be walking through the goddamn gym floor with camel toe rubbing together. It happens, man. It happens. All right. This person said, yeah, this dude's wrong for the way he reacted, but I personally don't want to be able to see an emphasized outline of someone's genitals or ass. This applies to men and women. Some of Fenty's exercise clothing is crazy, and I'm thinking that's talking about like Fenty X Prada, which or Savage X Fenty, I should say. Which I like Savage X Fenty stuff. They got stuff for men. I'm actually wearing a Savage X Fenty hoodie right now. All right, they got stuff for men. All right, but you know what Savage X Fenty, and that's Rihanna's line if you're not familiar. But you know what Savage X Fenty is known for? You know what it is? It's a lingerie line, man. For the most part, it's a lingerie line. You say, oh, everything there is gonna look bad. No, I got a normal. Matter of fact, my hoodie's pretty baggy. I'll show you it. See, right there. That's it. You can see the logo right there. Is this unmodest? No, it's a fucking huge ass oversized baggy hoodie, man. It's comfortable as shit. But they don't want to wear those. No, they want to wear the other things. All right, and Savage X Fenty has some cool stuff that could be considered like modest. They have onesies and stuff like that, and it's not really showing off ass or anything like that. Like I said, if you're a woman, a well-endowed woman with big old titties and big old fat ass, how are you gonna hide that? It's gonna be kind of hard. That's just wear a burqa at this point and a whole outfit. And that really, if you were that beautiful, that's what would be done with you. You'd be completely covered up because you're too beautiful to be seen by other men because they go crazy. Okay, well, it's a men problem. Well, whatever you say. Men control the world, so get over it. It says, women here, I agree. I wish I could give you gold. It says, I agree, but he has a point. The shorts or leggings literally digging in the ass is kind of weird. Maybe it's comfortable, sure. I don't think it's comfortable, man. I've wore some boxers that are too tight. You get the wrong size and they're all up your ass crack and shit. I don't think it's too comfortable, matter of fact. I don't wear those ones. Those ones get thrown away. I don't want something riding up in my shit. Ladies, maybe they're different. I don't know, but the shit's not comfortable, man. Shit's not comfortable. I'm just convinced at this point that women just like uncomfortable ass clothes. All right, because G-strings, a fucking string up your ass, that can't be comfortable. All right, that can't be comfortable. Okay, and a lot of it they do it for looks. It's the same thing with high heels, man. Wearing high heels, those things aren't comfortable. They're not doing it because it's comfortable. It says, and this guy, I agree with this guy because this is what happened. It says something happened in the minds of women somewhere in the 2010s. Where gym shorts and a t-shirt became unwearably uncomfortable. All of a sudden, they're uncomfortable. And while men have been oogling women since men existed, the expectation is now that I'm supposed to pretend like you aren't wearing the most sexually provocative thing a person can wear without seeming like they're literally for sale. Obviously, it's all fair in the public square, but can we please not pretend like the clothing isn't sexualized? It says, Laugh my ass off. Literally all the comments acting like the most comfortable and practical thing you can wear to the gym is torture. And it says, and this is why women-only gyms exist. All right, yeah, well, go there, and guess what? You know, and then you're not gonna like. Women don't really like to go to women-only gyms. You want to know why? Because no one can really stare at their ass. Okay, no one can really stare at their ass when they go to those gyms. Okay, and that's why they don't really like it. It says trash rock talks. I don't know why we can't have the conversation that women are dressing more scantily clad than they did 30 years ago. To what end? Who cares? Women want to look hot. Men wear short shorts and no shirts on the reg. Have for decades. Most gyms have a policy where you can't be shirtless. I don't know what gym you're going to, but every gym that I've ever been to has a policy that you cannot work out shirtless as a man. So, wrong. It says no shirts on the reg. Have for decades. No one seems to give a shit about that. This person says we don't look fucking hot in it. It says because we don't need to be a conversation. Women can wear or not wear whatever the fuck they please. It says, it says, LOL, I didn't realize merely discussing their fashion choices was a no-no, and it's equivalent of telling them what to wear. And you see women, you know, it's sexism. You know what? Whatever. Dress like a whore. And when you walk out of the gym and get raped, all right, you have nobody to blame but yourself. Okay? Because that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. If you're walking around from your car, and you go to your car and you're walking and then, oh, you know, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to pick up some food. And then you go over here and you get out of the car in this badass neighborhood and some man sees you. Oh, shit, look at that. And reaches out and grabs you. You have no one to blame but yourself. You're victim blaming. I am victim blaming. You want to know why? Because if someone ran through the goddamn, if somebody ran through a goddamn street naked and someone took a picture, you can't be upset. Okay? You can't be upset. When you're putting yourself in a situation like that you put yourself in that situation, don't do it. And they all, 9 times out of 10, anybody that gets raped like that, they've already proved that they are wearing, you know, sexually promiscuous clothing. Okay? So, nice try. Haha. Gotcha. And you don't understand anything biblically. You women are just through, man. You're through. All right? Let's get Proverbs 31 and 30. It says, Slakia. Proverbs 31 and 30, favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. What does vain mean? Useless. Useless. Look up what the word vain means. What does it mean? It means, well, 2 things. Having or showing an excessively high opinion of oneself, abilities, or worth, which you do, because this all goes back to pride. All right, you're proud. You want people to see your shit. Oh, look at how good I am. Look how hot I am. Look at my ass. Look at my titties. Pride, man. Pride and vanity. All right, but the definition we're dealing with for vain is 2. Producing no result, useless, pointless. Okay, favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. It's useless. What is it going to get you? Is the Lord going to save you because you're so beautiful? No, he could give a shit less how beautiful you are. He's not dealing with your looks. All right, he's dealing with what type of person you are. Are you following his laws and commandments or not? Are you part of the elect or not? Right? It says, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. That's who the Lord's looking for. The Lord's looking for a woman that fears him. All right, not someone who's beautiful. Oh, I'm gonna save this. That's some simple simp ass in the world shit. The Lord's not like that. All right, the Lord's intelligent. All right, he's not gonna fall for some, you know, eye candy like men of this world would, and be like, oh yeah, look, oh man, she's so beautiful. That's some simp ass fucking Raekwon fucking Jr. type shit down the street, down the block, in the hood. Hey, man, she beautiful, man. You gotta let her do whatever she wants, man. No, fuck that. Fuck that. All right, she needs to wear some regular fucking clothes, man. She needs to wear some regular clothes. And Raekwon or Jaquan or any of these stupid ass hood names, you need to put on a goddamn shirt, man. Put on a goddamn shirt, okay? Put on a goddamn shirt. She needs to put on some goddamn clothes, and that's that, man. You don't like it? Hey, then you don't like it. We don't give a fuck what you like at the end of the day. If you don't like it, fuck you, man. All right, it's about what the Lord wants, not what you want. I want to dress this way. I don't give a fuck what you want. Okay? We're not here to preach what you want. We're here to preach what the Lord wants. All right? The Lord's opinion matters, not your matter. You want to go and walk out with your titties and ass hanging out, go right ahead. All right? And when something happens to you, or if nothing happens to you, and the end comes and something happens to you, or men don't want you, or men think you're a whore, or whatever it is, don't fucking come run crying to us because it happened. Well, you look like a whore. Okay? So don't be. It's just like what Dave Chappelle said. He said, now if I was wearing or was it Chris Rock talking about I think it was Dave Chappelle talking about him wearing a police uniform, you know, going up to a whore. Just because I look this way does not mean I am that way. And he says, all right, well, I understand, ladies, that's fine, but if I was to put a police uniform on, you help. Just because I look this way does not mean I'm that way. You know, hey, he says, and I think he went on to say, he says, you got to understand, you might not be a whore, but you're wearing a whore's uniform. All right? And that's exactly what you're doing. Okay? And it's a sexually promiscuous thing, and it wasn't happening 10, 15 years ago. It wasn't really happening. I mean, women were still dressing, you know, hoey and slutty back then, but not like they are now. You know, they used to be, you know, 2000s hoes, you know, kind of wore those short shorts that would show the belly button. They would have the belly button ring. They'd wear those low on the hip huggers, right? That's what they'd wear. You know, they'd have that those fucking they'd have highlights in their hair and that hoe makeup, that trashy hoe makeup. That's what hoes would wear. Even the hoes were more modest back in the day. It's ridiculous. Nowadays, I don't know what, you know, if I don't, you know, we don't have no 10, 20 years like that, Lord willing, but I don't even, if we did, theoretically, imagine what, they'd probably just walk around, you know, with a clear bra on, with their titties out, or they'd probably pass a law where women could just walk naked, and everyone would just, you know, women would just walk out, and you could just see their pussy sitting right there, and just hang out. That would be it. And women would do it. Oh, why are you looking at me? Sorry. And the men have turned into the biggest simps. Don't look into my general direction. It's fucking stupid, man. It's dumb. You're dressing outrageous. You're dressing stupid. You're dressing sexually promiscuous. And then you get mad when people even mention, hey, you're dressing sexual promiscuous. Stop looking. It's not the matter to stop looking. It's stop dressing like that, man. Stop dressing like that. The problem is you. You are the problem. All right, you got to stop dressing like that. Nobody, and these things weren't popularized 10 years ago. They were not popularized, man. They were not popularized 10 years ago. All right. So it shows you it's a modern thing. And there was a video I tried to find for this lesson. I could not find it. And it deals with this lady in Japan, and she talks about, like, if you wear in Japan, and she's a Japanese lady, or China, I don't remember if it was I think it was Japan. And if you go there, it was Japan. Now I think of it. If you go there as a woman and you dress like that, the other women in the gym will point at you and laugh at you and make fun of you. And they will look at you disgustedly, okay? Because all the women over there wear a baggy shirt and baggy shorts when they work out, all right? And if you wear gym clothes like that, they will make fun of you and laugh at you, and you will be basically laughed out the room. And this lady was talking about, like, oh, you know, I still like wearing these clothes because she's from America. I like wearing these clothes, but I just use them when I work out at home now. There you go. If you want to wear some outfit that has your ass popping out and all that, you can wear it at home all you want. Hell, you want to walk around your house butt ass naked, you go right ahead as long as the windows are closed. All right? It's a little weird, but hey, at the end of the day, no one's seeing you. All right? It's about how, you know, look, you know, it's just like, I don't even, it shouldn't even, you know, this is like learning numbers. It's not something that should even be, you know, had to be spoken on again. You should just know it already. But apparently everything's recessed learning these days, all right, in Babylon and everywhere, really, because everyone's drunk of the Babylon of wine. We got to go back and explain shit that shouldn't even have to be explained, all right? Don't look naked when you're out. What the fuck? You know, and the whole thing is they're supposed to be, remember when you're a kid, or, you know, they teach kids, you know, oh, these are private parts, you know, these aren't, you know, you have to keep these covered up. You can't be running around naked and shit, because, you know, little kids want to run around naked. And then you have to tell them, no, these are private parts. Not, people aren't supposed to see them. You're supposed to be clothed, all right? And then we learned that at what? Like very young age. And now we have to go back and explain that these are private. They're private, which means they're not to be seen by everybody. That's why you shouldn't be wearing clothes that accentuates it. They're private for you, or maybe your significant other to see, not for everybody to see. They're private. Okay, they're private. And we have to go back to this recessed ass learning all the time, because, you know, the minds of these people have completely failed. All right, they don't even know. They're resorting to who they are. They're base men at the end of the day. These Edomites. All right, and they're the ones that are making all these trends. So Proverbs 16:5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. There you go. And we didn't even get Ecclesiasticus 10. I marked it, Ecclesiasticus 10 and 7. We didn't even get it. I marked it, but I don't think we got it. This is, I think we did get it. I can't remember. We'll get it again. Ecclesiasticus 10 and 7. Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. The Lord hates it and men hate it. Nobody wants a proud-ass person, and that's why they're wearing these. They know they got a big old fat ass and juicy-ass titties. We know. And we know. All right? We see them, right? You're just showing them off, all right? So... But why are you doing it? Why are you showing off? Because you're proud. Look, next time you're at the gym, you know, when you're outside walking your car, just look at how people, look at the women specifically, and the men. All right, the men do it too, but more times it's the women that do it. The strut. All right, the strut of pride walking into the gym. They got their neck all stretched out and up. You know, they're walking, you know, like, oh, I know I'm the shit. You ain't, no, you're not the shit. You are shit. All right, there's a difference. You're not the shit. You are shit. Okay, you look like shit, and you need to go home and change. All right, and if I had a gym personally, I'd just ban it. I'll just ban it flat out. Men and women. If you come in without a shirt, sir, you're not allowed in. If you come in with one of those string ass fucking tank tops, all right, and you're fucking, and it's hanging out the side, and you can see your man titty. Nope, sorry, you're banned. You're coming in with some short shorts, and I can see your nutsack hanging out. Banned. All right, you're not coming to the gym. You come in, you're wearing short shorts where your ass isn't. Nope, banned. You're not allowed in the gym. All right, anything that's showing off your body is women specifically. You know, your nipples and pop out, camel tail. Instant ban. Instant ban. You'll not be able to come back. Banned. Canceled and banned. Okay, and that's how it should be. You're not. And no one's going to the gym, and some people are, but you're going to the gym to work out. You're not going to the gym. It's not a fucking show. It's not a catwalk, man, where you go and show off your fucking muscles and everything. All right, and some people want to make it into that. That's not what it is. You go there, work out, leave. That's it. All right, and sometimes you might talk with another person you see with, you know, bigger muscles and be like, hey, what's your routine or what like that, you know? There's that, but it's not something you go into there, there's not a podium. You stand up there and pose, look at me, and then you just leave. If they had a podium like that, you best know it would be used. This is Proverbs 16 and 18, and then we're going to go ahead and close out. This is Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. What does haughty mean? What does haughty mean? It says, blatantly and disdainfully proud, having or showing an attitude of superiority and contempt for people or things perceived to be inferior. Haughty aristocrats, haughty young beauty. Okay? You know? You think you're better than other people. You look better. Okay? So, and haughty a lot of time, it can be used everywhere, but haughty a lot of time is attributed towards women. All right, so there you go. You're mad? Hey, of course you're mad, and you're not going to change. Why? Because you have no accountability. No accountability. Most female gym attire is going off. Just wear a shirt and some sweatpants or some baggy shorts or whatever, man. Whatever. At the end of the day, you don't have to come dressed and try to look naked. You buy all these outfits just to look naked at the end of the day. Isn't that kind of stupid and ridiculous? I think it is. Maybe you don't, though. So that's the lesson. With that, we're going to close out. Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.